Hello, my name is Connor Davidson, and today we will talk about reaction coordinate diagrams. What we will learn about these diagrams is what they are and the different parts of the diagrams. To begin understanding what a reaction coordinate diagram is, we have to know what it's used for and what parts consist of this diagram. So they are mainly used to show the exothermic reactions and an endothermic reaction. And what is also in this diagram is the reactants or starting materials, you can call them either one, and then the products, and then we also show the activation energy, the transition state, the delta H, and sometimes there will be an intermediate depending if you have a concerted or if you have a stepwise RCD. The two types of reaction coordinate diagrams that we have is concerted and stepwise. Concerted means that there is no intermediate step in between the reaction process. With the stepwise, there is. And you can tell because there are two humps or two transition states that occur within the reaction, whereas with a concerted, there's just one transition state. So this kind of valley crevice right here is called the intermediate. So with a concerted, and for this example I used fast and favors the reactants, this shows that the reactants have the lower energy and the products have the higher energy, and this is concerted where it doesn't have the intermediate. And there's our transition state and our activation energy and our delta H. The delta H is the enthalpy of the reaction, and this blue, the activation energy, is the energy needed in order for the reaction to proceed, or for all the molecules to get to this heightened state so that it can turn to the products. So the reason that one graph is bigger than the other is because since this is a fast reaction, there is a lesser activation energy, which means it doesn't take as much energy for the molecules to get over this hump and become the products, whereas in this stepwise, where it's slow, there is a larger activation energy, which means that it takes much more energy for molecules to get over to the product side of the reaction. And this favors the products because the products has the lower energy than the starting material or the reactants. So these are the two different kind of reaction coordinate diagrams, a concerted versus a stepwise. So in conclusion, we learned what a reaction coordinate diagram is and all the parts that make up a reaction coordinate diagram.